everyone, my name's Rachel. I've really recently graduated at the Australasian College in Broadway and I completed my Specialist Makeup Services Diploma. Today I'm showing you how to achieve this look on you guys. It's a really easy, very wearable kind of bronzy, glowy look for the festive season. This is the kind of look I would wear to a work party, to Christmas Day, something like that, where you're going to be eating, you're not going to be wanting to touch up red lips and things like that, but you still want to look a little bit glamorous. If you want to know how I achieved this look, keep watching. I'm going to start off with foundation, and I am actually mixing two shades in the Maybelline Matte and Poreless range. I just am a little bit in between shades, so I have one that's kind of my natural skin, one that's my fully fake tan skin, and right now I'm kind of in between the two of them, so I'm just kind of mixing them on the back of my hand as a palette. It's because I'm rather spotty at the moment, it's always tempting to just keep going with foundation until you just feel like you've completely masked it. But what I'm actually going to do is leave it at this for now, and I like to let all of the foundation set into my skin as I do some other bits and pieces and then come back to it, because that way you end up with a lot less cakey base. So I'm just going to move on to brows, and I am using the Hourglass Arch Brow Pencil for this. So for eyes, I am using the Stila Eyes the Window palette. I'm going to start off with this first shade, which is light, and I'm just kind of taking it on a large fluffy brush and taking it all over the lid. Now we can start with the pretty colours. So I am going to be mainly using these two shades here, which are very shimmery gold, very Christmassy festive shades. I'm actually going to start off with Vitality, which is a kind of bit more of a gold shade, just on any kind of eyeshadow brush really, and just putting it all over the lid. I am then going to take the Kitten shade, which is this one, same brush, and I'm just putting it, focusing on the inner corner of the eye. And just taking it on the lower portion as well. I'm then taking a 217 brush and I'm mixing a couple of dark shades. So I think I'm going to work mainly with these two. Am I showing them properly? These two shades here. A bit of both on the brush and pushing it into the socket line of the outer eye. Just taking that same mixture of colours under the eye as well. You don't have to be very neat about this because we haven't concealed or anything like that. Taking another clean fluffy brush, and I am just blending all of those edges. I feel like I want a little bit more depth to my eyes, just a little bit, so I'm going to go back in with my palette and I'm going to take a little bit of this colour, which is called Peace, and maybe even the tiniest mixture of the dark brown, which is called Being, but not very much. And I'm focusing that colour just on the outer portion of the eye. Now, for liner, I am avoiding winged liner actually this Christmas. Regardless of how organised you intend to be, you're always in a rush, you always have people pushing you to get out the door. Winged liner is not the time to be trying to get out the door. So instead, I like, in those kind of situations, to use an eyeshadow. I am going back in with this dark brown shade again, and I'm going to essentially use this as a winged liner. I'm going to push it into the same kind of area that I would do an eyeliner, but it's much softer and you have a lot more room for error. I'm taking what's left on that brush underneath, kind of along the lash line. Just adds that definition to the eye. I love this technique as well because if you make any kind of mistake, all you do is blend it out and it just blends into the shadow that's already on your eye. Then I'm taking a black eyeliner pencil, and I'm not taking this on top of the lashes, I'm actually going to tight line my lashes instead. So I've put that liner on my bottom line as well, and I'm just taking my brush that has my dark shadow on it and using that to blend that line and soften it a little more. So I have the Max Factor Masterpiece Max mascara. I really love this. I use this every day. I'm actually not going to put any false lashes on for this look. You certainly can, but if you want to wear some, chuck them on at around this point, but I'm just loading my lashes up with mascara and that's about it. So that is basically eyes. I'm going to move back to my skin now, and I actually don't want to put any extra foundation on. I think I'm just going to stick with concealer today. So I have the Rimmel Wake Me Up Concealer, which I'm also going to use to highlight under the eyes. I like to get right into the corner of my eye as well, because I get quite a lot of darkness in there. To set that, I'm going back in with my Stila palette, and I'm taking this light shade, just going to push that under my eye. Then for the rest of it, I am setting with my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. It's the best. It does such a good job. It's so affordable. Now for the rest of the face, I have been loving using this little palette. It's from Tanya Burr Cosmetics. It has these 3 shades in it, so you've got a contour, blush, and a highlight. I tend to start with my contour. I've been using this Real Techniques buffing brush lately. Really weird choice for contour, I know. Kind of put the product straight on there, tap it all off, and then I use that straight edge. I don't do this, I do this. Then I can blend it in a little better. Then I go in with the blush shade within this palette. I find this blush is beautiful. It's a really pretty color, but it has a really nice amount of shimmer in it too, so it actually acts as a highlight. Then for the highlight, I'm using the Oyster Shell shade. I'm putting that on all my high points. I'm going to put that on the brow bone and then kind of blend it down as well in a kind of C shape. I'm going to use my finger as well and just push that highlight also on the inner corner of my eye. And then it's just lips. So the obvious choice is a red lip. Everyone knows it, it's Christmas time. However, I'm going to go a little bit different and go in nude. I find on Christmas Day, red lips just aren't ideal. They're not the practical choice. You're going to be eating and drinking. So I am starting off with my Designer Brands pencil in Baby Rose, which I absolutely love this color. So filling my lips in with that as well as lining. That also helps to make any kind of lipstick on top stay a bit better. It acts as a bit of a primer. Then I'm going in with this nude shade, which is one of my favorites. It's from Makeup Store. It's the color Redwood. I know that looks a little bit light on my lips. You could just leave a lipstick and that's it, but at Christmas time, I feel like you can kind of get away with a little bit more. So I'm going to use lip gloss as well. I've got the Tanya Burr Cosmetics lip gloss in the color Lunch Date. I just think that makes the whole thing a little bit more wearable. So that is my Christmas period festive makeup. As I said, you could very easily chuck a red lip on with this, or if you want something that's a little bit more wearable and a little bit more practical, a nude lip is always a really nice way to go. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to check out the other videos in this series. Check out the Australasian College's Instagram. I hope you guys have a really, really good holiday period. Stay safe. Bye!